to marquee, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. I'll split for the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They start the drive with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Second down, they go right back to Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Rodgers. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Caught a gain of a yard, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Back to the ground, Cook. And a solid run down inside the 30. From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Cook. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Back to throw, Watson. His throw incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
From the 23, here's the second down and 6. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is taken at the 23. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. There he goes, left side. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Jermaine Johnson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Watson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be knocked to the ground right there at the 22. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
24. 24. 31.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Watson sliding out of the pocket. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Oh, the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And again, it's Chubb.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They go up the middle with Chubb. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
24!
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Alert!
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
It's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Watson. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Jets, 13.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And now they're in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Watson on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Browns 3.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. On the move past the 40, down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Give to Cook out of the gun. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And Cook has it left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Drive some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down. Now Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Watson to throw. Completes to Njoku. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
To throw, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Here's Watson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Now Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's second down. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my wrath as you ever offended. My clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you mourn my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great as ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight there. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teething. You can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act even. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight fair. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
Fix my chin real quick. Baby, go. Yeah. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. After where it get hectic, don't make me slide up on you, no electric. You hit 'em like it's Tetris. You felt the way and know you do it texting. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like bought a chain that's competitive. Me making rain in your hood like I weather the street.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Atlanta. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. Room past the 35. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Ritter on 1st and 10. He's able to find Miller. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Patterson will score. Touchdown Atlanta.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the
ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. At about the 32. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Watson now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Then, boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. The defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Watson on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. Look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll run for it with Robinson. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ritter back to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but it winds up paying for it pretty good. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Robinson, he'll try the left side. Stops short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Here we go. Here we
Ball
go.
on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Set, go.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here we go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Close. 10.
Robinson with another carry. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Let's go now. 6. Madden.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. With the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 52 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Watson. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Here's Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by Miller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw, Ritter. Finding Miller once more, complete. They'll get it inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Ready. 10 cycles.
Short throw caught by Pitts. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ritter now on second down. And a dump off here to Robin. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On first down, they'll run with Chubb to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Chubb running right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again, it's Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, They've got to pay it off with some points.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 164 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. York now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
43 rail, ready.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made here at the 36. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Robinson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Robinson up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Okay, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
A give left side to Robinson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Ritter. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Here we go.
Here now, 3rd down.
Needle. Ready?
Here's Ritter. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Browns drive about to get started. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They will clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Completes to Njoku. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
And people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Watson to throw. Pass complete to Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come on, 38. Set, huh?
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go now.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Ritter wants to throw it. Pass caught. Miller. And he's got room. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Here's 1st down. Now Ritter. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
I see beyond.